I have a very little setup in my room. It's not an official setup, but it's taking me forever. In this video, I'm just going to do my hair with you whilst I just give you some just about Hungary and what's been going on in Hungary for some time now. So the thing is, this small setup took forever and my hair is almost drying. I've actually washed my hair already and I actually already put some argan oil on my scalp. Yes, you can almost see it, but let me just moisturize my hair a bit and let's just get right into it. So it's been a while since my last video and I just want to thank everybody who keeps commenting on my old videos. Even till date, I'm still responding to comments on videos I'd shot for over a year, 2 years, and I'm like, wow, the love is amazing. I haven't posted in close to a year, but my subscribers have grown by about 100 since the last time I posted. So I think this was some motivation for me to come back on here and then do what I love to do. Honestly, it's been so long. There were so many things going on in my life and I took a break really, and I hope I'm back this time for good. My name is Yabbies, and if you're new to my channel, you're so welcome. The name of my channel is Yabbies Own. I talk about so many things, my life in Hungary, some DIYs, and I also shoot some vlogs here and there. But in today's video, I'm just going to have a chit chat with you whilst I put my hair together. As you can see, it is pure 4C hair. I'm going to put my hair together and then share with you guess what I'm going to share with you? Yes, it's something about Hungary and some habits. I can't really put a number to it, but maybe at the end of the video I would have put a number to it. But some habits I believe you need to be able to stay and live in Hungary. So stick and stay and then let's get right into the video. So I have shea butter. I just put the shea butter into this container. Yes, and when I brought it from Ghana. If you've watched my last Ghana video, you know I was in Ghana about a year ago. So I got some shea butter. It came this way. I bought it from Kanishi Market. So it was very big and I've been using it since I came to Ghana. So this is the pure shea butter. But what I did was I put a bit into a container and then I mixed it with a very, very beautiful, or there's an English word for that. A generous portion of leave-in conditioner. So I mixed the shea butter with a generous portion of leave-in conditioner and then I put it into this container. So this container was for another product, but I just used the container for it. So usually it's very, very cold out here in Budapest. It actually snowed yesterday, but yeah, the snow really melted fast. I really need to see a ground full of snow. Maybe I need to go to Normafa one of these days just to experience the whiteness of the snow. But the last time I did, it wasn't the best because I was so freezing cold and I looked like I was in the fridge. But far from it, it's very cold in here. So usually my shea butter is very, very hard. But I've developed a new strategy, or should I say I've devised a new strategy, and so I leave it on my heater. My heater is just across there, so I put it on my heater and then it melts up for me. So right now I'm going to put a generous portion of shea butter into my hair. Okay, now let's just get right into the video. So one of the habits I believe you need to survive, to have some longevity and Hungary as a student, if you're coming in, or as a worker or as a tourist, but I'm really talking about those who would be living here for a longer time, maybe 6 months and above, is you need to develop a sense of independence. Independence, as we all know, it's coming from Africa. It's a big thing, it's a big word, and you also need to have it as in your individual life, meaning you're most often, if not all the time, coming alone. There may be instances you may come with your sibling or your parents, which is very rare, but most of the people I know personally who are coming into Hungary are coming to study. Okay, so you're coming to study, you're not coming with anyone else, it's just you, so you have just you to basically survive on. Okay, so you have to be dependent, you have to be able to do things on your own, know where to go, know how to go about your activities. Sometimes you may have to go and register for some documents here and there. You're going to do it on your own. No one is going to sit you down and do it for you or any of those stuff. No, you would have to do it on your own. And you're also going to be here without friends, without family, especially in the very first time or days of your arrival. So you'd have to also have that mindset that you are alone, okay, and then just do everything to make your life comfortable without necessarily waiting for other people to take the step for you to follow through. So sis, bro, be independent. Whether you are coming here at 16, whether you're coming in here at 18, whether you're coming in here at 30, you have to be independent. Now the next thing I want to talk about is you also have to develop a spirit of confidence, and you should not be shy. I would not say I was the most confident person, or I wouldn't even say I'm still the most confident person, but it's just an important quality to have, okay? Because let me tell you, you're going to meet people who may want to talk you down. You're going to meet people who may want to even have you questioning your own self. But that's where confidence comes in, and then you know where you stand, you know what you're doing, you know what you're about. Sometimes you may be shy to ask some questions. You'll be like, maybe you're using Google Map, as basic as it is. Some people still have struggles using Google Map. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with it. We're living and learning. So you may be having trouble locating a place via Google Map or something, and you may want to ask somebody, but you don't know how to go about it. Says ask away, ask away, ask away. Why do I say you should ask away? Because you need help. Somebody may be there to offer you the help, and they may not even remember you again. That I remember in the very early days when me and my then roommate, we wanted to do something silly, not bad, but I wanted to just do something, and then we'll be like, let's just do it after all. They won't be able to tell. Or even if we don't do it, somebody else come and do it, and then when we come to say it is us who did it. So let's just do it and be free. Because sometimes you just have to be able to go out of your comfort zone and then be confident. Don't be too shy. Speak out. Because you may be shy to talk to somebody, but you also never know the person may also be shy of you. So please, confidence is a must-have. You have to be confident, because sometimes as you're walking about as a black person, I said in my previous videos, people may be staring at you, some out of admiration and some out of just sheer, they don't like you basically. But you have to be confident in your skin, knowing that you're standing out without even doing much. It's going to attract so much attention to you, but just live in it. Live in your bliss, bask in it, be confident, okay? Walk into that room and have people staring. Don't walk into the room on your phone, because you don't want. Please walk. Hey. Anyway, so I'm done with the shea butter, and usually I'm doing the LCO method, liquid conditioner and oil. So I usually use this Blue Magic. It says it's conditioner, hair dress, nourish your hair and scalp. It says it's a conditioner, but to me it's an oil, because see, it's so oily. So usually I use it to seal in everything I have already put in my hair, and then I try to massage it into my scalp, and then I begin to do the style I want. I'm just going to do a little bantu. It's interesting, about 2 or 3 years ago I did a bantu videos on my channel. The quality may not be the best now, but yeah, so once I'm done with it, I just section my hair with my fingers. I just like to detangle and do most of my stuff with my fingers so that my hair does not tear or break. Now the next point, which I think is point number 3, is do not be afraid to try new things. Moving out of whatever country you're coming from, just do not be afraid to try new things, because you're coming into a new environment. A new environment also comes with new opportunities. Some opportunities you may have never thought you would experience and stuff. And when I talk about opportunities, number 1 opportunity is opportunity to meet new people. Yes, because you're going to meet people from all over the world. Hungary is almost like a boiling point, or should I say Europe generally. There are people from all around the world you would find in Europe. And the good thing about Hungary is most of the people coming from outside into Hungary are coming to pursue education. So you are going to meet educated and literate people. Is it literate people? Literate people. Why doesn't it sound nice? Educated and people who are literate, right? You're going to meet them, and you can form some bonds and connections and networks that are very important, because these are people who have the same level of thinking as you do. They may not have the same level of exposure, but this is where cultures can also be taught. So you can share with them what you do in their culture, what they also do in their culture. You can just share with them, and also that. Another aspect of the not shying away from doing new things is you have an opportunity to travel. I've mentioned it in one of my previous videos, like you can try new things like traveling. Before you left Ghana, where was the last place you traveled to outside Ghana? even within Ghana, people are rarely traveling. Hungary is part of the EU, so you would definitely have a Schengen visa, and the Schengen visa gives you the opportunity to travel to several European countries, except the UK for actually a third country national, as they say it. And you know, UK is no longer part of the EU, so you would need to apply for a visa to travel to the UK. Yeah, but aside, I can travel comfortably to all the EU countries without much hassle. Actually, from here to Austria is just a train ride away. There has been times where I went to Austria and came back all in a day. So an opportunity for you to travel is one of the new things here. You can just travel to another place, just experience the touristic places, meet new people, take some pictures, have some memories. And it's also safe to travel solo. It's also safe to travel alone and all that good stuff. And also you have the internet at your disposal. You can just look at places you would like to go to and then plan towards it. Okay, so I'm still doing my hair. What I'm doing now is I'm just twisting my hair into little twists. I'm trying to do a bantu knot out, so I'm first going to start with a bantu knot. So my bantu knot, I'm starting out with a twist. So I'm going to twist every part of my hair into small sections. It's a lot of work, but it's fun and therapeutic because I get to talk to you. Anyway, let me know in the comment section, are you enjoying the video? What are also some of the habits you think people should have? I may talk about it, I may not talk about it, but you should leave them in the comment section and let's see if I'm going to talk about it now. Also, let me know where you're watching me from. Just leave a beautiful comment. If you leave a country flag where you're watching me from. Okay, the next habit I would also like for us to or just advise to develop is building a personal relationship with God. I'm a Christian, I believe in Jesus, so I'm going to talk from my perspective. It's important for you to build a relationship with God, build a relationship with Jesus. When I talk about personal relationship with God, just have something you can always fall back on. But having a relationship with God, having a relationship with the most powerful figure in the world, it's something you can always fall back on through prayers, constantly reading your Bible, talking to him at all times. Just building a relationship can also be very helpful, because sometimes you go through the worst of situations and you may not be sure who to talk to about it or how to go about it. And even sometimes you may talk to people about it, but you'd realize that you're still struggling with that situation. But it's always important to bring or to take it to the Lord in prayer. He made you and he knows you even better than you know yourself, and he's given us a manual for our lives. That's in the Bible. Everything you need. The Bible answers questions about every aspect of your life. It's a manual for your life. So how can you live life without knowing how to use it? It's like buying a new washing machine for the very first time. You've never experienced using a washing machine before, never seen a washing machine before. So it comes with a manual of how you can use it. You can decide to go with your gut and say, okay, I can use the washing machine. I can pour water here, soap here, liquid soap here, powder soap here. But maybe the manual doesn't say so. Maybe the manual says you just need some softener and soap, or the manual says, oh, there's already soap provided in the washing machine. Maybe we'll get to that, so you don't need to do anything, but you were not reading about it, so then you do not know about it, then that is not the best situation. So I'm just going to quickly finish up my hair, and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you the finished product, hopefully. But right now let me just give you an example of what I'm going to do. So first I twist it, and then I take one of my twists, and then I will wrap it around my hair. Okay, wrap it. That's what I'm going to do now for all of my hair. Okay, so at this point I'm just doing a quick length check, just checking how long my hair has grown, just for future purposes. I can come back to this video and do some compare and contrast and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is the final. Okay, this is not really the final look, but I'm done with the bantus all over. And once I'm done, also I usually like to spray this jojoba. Some people will say jojoba, but yeah, jojoba oil. It's a hair deodorizer for braids, wigs, dreadlocks, and more, anti-dandruff and anti-itch, and it's oil free. So I just spray around my hair. It has a nice feel to it. It's a bit minty, and so I do that. And yeah, that's just about it. And finally, before I go, the last habit I'd like to say, which is important to develop, is learn a new skill. That's an important habit I would encourage everybody to. For ladies, you can learn how to do your own hair, how to do some cornrows, how to do some braids, how to do some bantu, or just natural hairstyles. Or if your hair is also not natural, just to go hairstyles that you can easily do without necessarily parting with so much money. Of course, there are several hairdressers here and people who can braid for you, but maybe you may not want to part with that amount of money, or you'll be like, oh, I can get it for 4 times less the price back home. But hey, you're not back home, so you may want to learn a new skill just to be able to do your hair every now and then without having to part with your money, if you don't want to part with your money, okay. And also for the guys, you can also learn to trim your own hair. I met a couple of guys who actually bought their own razors, and then they will be shaping their hair. Of course, you make some mistakes, so that's all part of the learning process. And also an important skill you can also learn as a lady is how to do makeup, okay. Just how to do simple everyday makeup, how to glam yourself up. And it's very beautiful that you can learn it on the same YouTube you're watching me on. You just type how to on YouTube, and the kind of options that would come, you'd even ask yourself, do people actually Google how to do this? Yes, people are Googling all sorts of things. So YouTube is a good opportunity for you to learn how to do your makeup, how to trim your hair, how to braid, how to do cornrows and stuff. Also, you can also learn a new language here on YouTube. Yes, you can learn it on the internet through language learning apps, YouTube, you name it. You can always learn something new. You can learn a new language, you can learn Hungarian, you can learn how to speak better English, just you name it. Even you can even learn some basic coding on YouTube. You can even learn how to drive. You can sign up for a driving school somewhere, and you can just, it's important to not leave the country the same way you came. You should be much better than you first came, okay. In fact, you should be much better than you were yesterday. How I woke up today, I shouldn't be the same without having added value to my life. So it's important to develop the habit of learning at least one new skill. I'm going to have this hair dry for some time, and I'm going to come back and then share with you the finished look. So just stick and stay, and let's go. Ta-da! So it's been a couple days later, and the hair is now looking nice and all dry. So what I'm going to actually do now is I'm going to unravel the hair. I'll start by putting some oil in my palm to reduce the frizz and also prevent breakage when I'm untangling the hair. So I'm going to start by first untangling the twist all around, and then I'll start untangling into much smaller sections the parts I untangled until I'm actually content with how the hair is looking. Now, the bonus point I like to add here is that don't forget to look good. It's very difficult to just get carried away by situations and the weather and just everything that may be going on in your life here, and you be like focusing very less time and attention on your looks, and you may just be going around looking all moody, even way older than your age and all of that stuff, because you're like, okay, it's winter, nobody sees me, I'm just going to wear some big old black, gray, brown coat and just find my way around things, and just wear a winter cap, cover my face, wear glasses or face masks, even though face masks are not a must nowadays in several public places in Hungary, and just go about my duties. But I just want to encourage you to look nice, because sometimes how you look also would reflect how you feel internally. You know, sometimes you can wear a nice dress and then you feel so confident, you even feel much happier than if you had worn just something basic and normal. And also one thing I noticed is we have this thing of just reserving special clothing for special occasions, and sometimes you may even not wear those dresses, and then it will just be sitting in your cupboard. So please, sister, bro, just look nice, dress up, look nice, and then just feel good about yourself, because there are very few things that could actually make you happy in Budapest, in all honesty. So just try to look good and just don't let circumstances take the best or better part of you. So I'm actually done with the hair now. I had to use my afro comb to lift the hair at the roots. I used my hands in here and there, and then I applied some edge brushes. So this is the final look. I'm just going to maybe run my fingers through it a bit and then use my palm to style it once again. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out my other videos. I'm so happy I get to debut my first video in a while with you, and I'm just going to keep it up, God willing. Love you guys, and I wish you the very best of today. Until then, it's loading. Are you ready now? Hey.